Hello. Hello. Oops. Hello, Snoodle. Snoodle. Let me pop you guys out here. Popping out the chat, I'm popping out my chat. I'm gonna make you stick on top. Stick on top, stick on top. Alright. So what are we doing today? Good morning, Rush Runner. Ooh, I just noticed something. Well, we'll talk about it later. Stop. What's going on? I'm confused. Hey, Crimson Knight. Hello, Brush Runner. So this, what am I doing? Yeah, let's get back to some drawing. Probably would be good at some point in this stream, but maybe I'll get to this later. This is a little 240Z blockout, or not exactly a 240Z, but like what would a future 240Z look like? They actually have pretty thin shoulders, or narrow shoulder, but anyway, so what are we doing today? This week we've been looking at grease pencil a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. And actually I noticed something funny, like yesterday we were talking about what were we talking about yesterday? The fact that the layer system it goes from bottom to top, which is the opposite of, anybody who's used Photoshop or Krita or GIMP or Illustrator or blah blah blah. Any kind of graphics program will go from top to bottom in terms of layer order. And now in Blender we've got the opposite order going on, which is a bit confusing. Yes, so let me look at that for a second. Here, I'll bring up the drawing from yesterday. We were looking at this one. So here's our cute little Honda from yesterday. And in the layers, yeah, it goes from, this is the first layer, and then this is the last layer, which is sort of opposite of what we would expect normally. But then I noticed something funny today. It's just good timing, I think, or magic, or maybe the Blender, great big Blender in the sky heard us. But somebody says, where is it? Where was it? I was just looking at it, Blender artist. So these are just a couple of big Blender forums if you guys are into that stuff. But I like to, when I wake up, I just do a little reading and see what's happening. And then, where is it? Blender 2.8. EEVEE material. Grease pencil merge. Okay, here we are. So then we went to the bottom, and we see some people talking about the layer orders here. Don't know if it's been mentioned here, but you can now invert the order of the list of layers For example, blah 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 and blah blah blah. So I guess my complaints have been silenced, and it only took one day. And this has been done by Antonio Vasquez. And looks like in here, in the user preferences, so here we have simplify stroke, Manhattan distance, Euclidean distance. I don't know what all that stuff means, but now they've added a little setting that says reverse the layers order. So that's cool. Except I don't think it's been built yet, so this is bleeding edge because we have the build bot missed it. But now if we go into user preferences, right here where it says grease pencil, Manhattan distance, Euclidean distance, simplify stroke, oh, and it's not there yet, but hopefully tomorrow that will be in there when it gets built into Blender. So that is very exciting, very cool. And I kind of feel like this should be the default setting, not the option. But the other argument is you could say that our modifiers go from bottom to top, I guess. I mean, like this one, actually no, the top one gets done first, and then the ones under it goes from top to bottom in the modifiers list. So that would be consistent with how modifiers work in Blender. So yeah, that should definitely be the default. The topmost layer gets the... Oh wait, no. Shit. So the topmost layer in Blender, the modifier gets done first, and then the next layer gets done after that. Anyway. That needs to be sorted out. But for layers at least, this will definitely be more natural for anybody who's used any graphics program. And then also I saw somebody complaining about, what else were we complaining about here? I hope we can fix the super cumbersome way of duplicating materials. Preach, brother. And then what else are we complaining about? Man, I love complaining about Blender. Just almost as much as I love using it. They're my two favorite things to do. Okay, let's go back to here. And I think, oh yeah, so I want to do some more just drawing today a little bit, because the usual crowd in here, before I started doing all this Blender testing things, we just go in here and we draw with a timer, and that's what we do. So I feel bad that we haven't been drawing, so I need to get back to drawing a little bit. So I'm gonna grab another one of my little cute little cars or something, or maybe we can do a big manly man car. But these ones are pretty fun. Maybe which one should we do? Kind of like this one. Continues the Honda theme, the mini Hondas. This year they're like, we're gonna have twice as many headlights as before. Okay, let's do this one. So just drag and drop. Drag and drop does not work anymore? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Did we lose our ability to drag and drop images? Oh, come on, guys. You're killing me here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alright, here we are. We have to go in here manually. Or we could do a race car. Maybe that'd be fun. Hey Lloyd. Good morning. Oh, we were doing skulls. Maybe we can do a nice European hamster. Yeah. Alright, let's try this guy. Yep. You said it. I hope that comes back at some point. Alright, let's go to top view. And draw mode. And I need to make a timer for next stream, but we do have this little cheapo timer here. My ghetto timer. Let's see. It can only count in seconds, not minutes, and it has no notification to tell you when it's done. It just starts counting in negative. So just keep an eye on that, I guess. And we're gonna do a little study here in grease pencil. All right, here we go. And when we do the drawing stream, I try to keep these drawings really, really simple because we only have 5 minutes here, otherwise known as 300 seconds. And so we have to kind of get rid of some details in order to finish this thing. But I love drawing skulls because to me they're in between mechanical and organic, because there's lots of really interesting scoops and soft shapes and blends and stuff, but they've also got creases and hard edges, and they're just very interesting shapes. But yeah, I feel like the grease pencil works well when you're just, drawing on one layer with one color. It works pretty good. It's actually nice for drawing. It's just for painting, that's where it starts to fall apart, I feel like. I need to do some digging, but if there was a way to access the grease pencil's vertex color and feed that to the material, I think that would be ideal. This is why I need to learn how to do C or whatever they're using. I wish I could just dig in myself and see what's going on. I don't know if this is just is programming mostly like you know what you need to do or you know what you want to do, but you just don't know how to do it. Or like you don't know what the syntax is. That's how I feel. Like I know exactly the steps that I would need and the tools that I would need. I just don't know what the things are called or how to format it. And we're almost out of time here. Maybe it would be cool to have another layer, like if this was the drawing layer, and then we have a shading layer. And we probably need a palette or some way to quickly switch between layers. Because if we're on this layer... Oh, I got the Python thing turned on. But the thing I don't get here is we have two different things, right? There's grease pencil layers.active index, and then there's also bpy.data.greasepencil blah blah blah. So what's the difference between those two commands? And then also some things don't work in certain, like pie menus, you can't use or your regular bpy dot whatever commands in pie menus for some reason. So you have to like format it in a whole different way. Yeah, and we're out of time. So now we're in negative. Hey Emok, yeah, it's been a while. Welcome back. We're drawing a little bit in Blender. Let's see, Crypto says, what do you think about the new icons? I don't like them. I think they're a little bit awkward. They're a little bit awkward. I wish these had, I don't know, maybe if these had different colors so you could, I mean, they're fine. They're fine for now. I think there's room for improvement. I think the object icon is a bit weird because that looks like a transform gizmo, and I think that should just be a cube. Like in my pie menu, I just switched it for a cube because I feel like that's just easier. But yeah, I can see that a lot of people are kind of hating on these new icons. Some of them are good though, like the mesh icons. I think they look fine. I kind of wish that they didn't stop the lines here and they went all the way through. That I think it kind of looks like a weird drawing. These ones I like. These ones look good. Those look okay. I still have that same issue with they look like a weird drawing. These look fine. Although I feel like these should be yellow or something to signify it's a light. Yeah. I'm sure it'll get better over time. This is just the first draft. And then, hey Alec, what's up? Senso says, are you part of an animation union? Yeah, I used to be part of it. I don't think, I think my membership might have run out by now, but yeah, I've been part of the animation guild for a few years. It's kind of an on and off thing. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But my health insurance has run out, so there's that. It's because the Animation Guild has pretty good health insurance and dental and stuff, and you can get it like when you're working, you get a bank of hours, and then if you're off a job, then you can kind of still keep your health insurance for a while. But yeah, I ran out of my bank of hours because I'm doing streams and stuff now. I'm trying to do more tutorials, but anyway. Yes, American healthcare is a bit silly. let's see, so this is the jaw, and it comes through here a little bit, and it goes out that side. Whoa, I screwed up this drawing, man. That's pretty bad. Oops. Alright. That was a long enough drawing. So, oops. Did I do that on the wrong layer? I sure did. Let's go to merge down. Okay, good. So let's make this one shading. And then for this one, how does it work? I don't think that's what I want. Let's call this pencil. And this can be fill. And oops, I put this over here. I'll stick you guys over there. Sad I can't use your config. There's a PB. What does that mean? Your personal best? Personal best? Sorry, not personal breast. What am I saying? Alex working on some homework. Nice. For oh, sorry guys. For colorize them like the left tools bar. Oh yeah, these ones on the left definitely look better. For new users, it will be much harder to follow older tutorials. Older means everything under 2.8. Yep. It's going to be a whole new flood of tutorials probably. The eye is holding on to a massive bone, so it needs to be a little bit outer. The eye. Oh, you know what's cool about this drawing stuff? We can just select avert and move it. So if I go to connected, then we're moving. Or we could just use full on and just tweak it around like this. Nice little cheating enabler. And just use your scroll wheel to make that smaller. That's not fair. This is how you cheat on your drawing homework. So I love this. This works really well. I feel like this could even be part of the drawing tools. Like, why does this have to be in a whole separate mode, in edit mode? Because you would use this a lot when you're drawing. No? I feel like a lot of these tools should all be together. Like, yeah, drawing should have the ability to select. We should be able to select stuff and move it. I mean, all of this stuff can also fit in the drawing tab here, like down here. Why do we need to switch modes just to get like 5 more tools? Yeah, in my opinion, I think all of this stuff should be consolidated and put together. Like all of these tools, I don't think we need 3 different modes for these different tools. Like in the 3 of these should all be together in one mode. And then also the layers and the materials, I feel like having them separate like this is a little bit confusing. I don't know. There's a lot of wasted space here, that's for sure. Like all that's in between here. All of this. All of this. Morning Guts is now on Blender. Yep. Can't seem to get the non-P tool to work for the GP. I don't know what that means. What is the P tool? What is the non-P tool? Are you going to do Gumroad paid toots in detail? I don't think so. Not yet, because I still don't know. I'm still kind of learning it, but I'm definitely going to be doing some 2.8 like straight modeling stuff soon. I feel like I could start doing it now. But I don't know. I don't want to because I feel like things are still changing a little bit too fast. Cool. Oh, thanks, Vicky. Hopefully we'll have something soon. Yeah, man, don't mess with those hamsters. What would Christy K do? Maybe I'll make another layer for the bone color. Let's see if this works. So this should be over the shading or under the shading? Maybe over the shading. And we're gonna have to go in and make a new material. Let's call it bone. And color pick that color. Here it is. And go solid on that. And I don't want a line. I do feel like the line and the check and the fills could be a checkbox, just to say like I don't want stroke at all, check it off. So there's a lot of switching and clicking that we're doing in the menus here that I feel is kind of slowing us down. Ideally, this switching a color should be one click, and we're on our way. But right now it's taking, I don't know, that's probably like maybe 8 clicks, and switching to different tabs and stuff is not good. Okay, coming around the corner. So yeah, switching in between here is really annoying. So I'm going to try to add another tab. Switch this one to material. This one is layers. So now we don't have to go back and forth here. But I feel like these two could be in their own panel, like together. Like a grease pencil panel, period. Okay, let's see. Fill, and I want the shading layer. Oh, you know what? So I'm kind of feel like this gray color is not, it's kind of killing the vibrancy that we see in the shadows here. But maybe we can get that opacity or that hue modifier just to make everything more colorful. Or we could just go into the fill color here and change it. Oh, nice. I forgot about that. I guess that's a nice advantage to having it all controlled by material, but you could still do that with vertex color though. If you wanted to like just apply a one-time filter to all your vertex colors. Alright, these are supposed to be quick sketches, so I think I'm kind of going off the path here. But I love drawing with this, like the lasso is pretty cool. This is actually better than Photoshop's way of drawing with the lasso because you don't have to, in Photoshop you would have to like make a selection, right? I don't know. Alright, Vicky, see you later. Thanks for the kind words. Oh, the non-proportional scale. Oh yeah. So that's you have to be in edit mode. So grease pencil edit mode, and then you have to be up top here. You gotta enable this proportional editing, and then okay, wait, let me try that again. Proportional editing, and there you go. And you use your mouse scroll wheel to make that bigger or smaller. Ooh. Sorry, I just kind of late on seeing this one. Kind of a weird thing that happens when you move is it does that jittery glitch. When I click, it moves the cursor and doesn't scale. Oh, huh. I'm not sure. Maybe, I'm just left clicking and dragging. Or try right click and drag. Some setups are different. We can change the jitter or the proportional type. Oh, that's cool. I wish there was a way to control the proportional size other than the mouse wheel. Let's see, P up. What does it say down here? P up and P down? What does that mean? I'm pressing P and up, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. If anybody knows a way, to change the proportional size. Oh, you can type numbers. That kind of works, but it's also a bit janky. Oh, page up. Well, my keyboard does not have a page up, so I guess I'm out of luck. Oh yeah, okay. Do you mind showing duplicate radial? Yeah, let's do that. Let me save this as Euro hamster dot blend. All right, let's try duplicate radial here. I was getting a bug the other day. I hope that's not what's happening to you guys. Let's see. I'm putting that vert there so I can snap my 3D cursor to it. Like that. Because I think this duplicate radial, it's going to be the spin duplicate. And then you drag this. And you can hold control to snap, so that's nice. Oh, and you can move the center. That's good too. But you can't move it up or down? Yep, that's correct. Sensor G. Alright, let me try this again. I'll try just regular duplicate radial. Okay, so we get these little plus arrows and we can just go like that. Control. Dupli, that's what I want. Okay. I want dupli. Oops. And change the number here. But then it leaves behind an extra one right here, which is really annoying because you have to delete that one every time. And it's even more annoying if you don't know that, because then you have double geometry and you don't know it, and then you're doing stuff, and students are always running into problems with this. So I really wish duplicate radial did not leave behind an extra copy at the end. Let me see here. Also, duplicate radial. Why doesn't it just activate? Kind of have to drag this now, huh? Because before I had it on a preset where it would just automatically, as soon as you activate it, it automatically puts it to 360, which is what I'm doing like 90% of the time. So, but now you have to manually drag it out to 360, which is a little bit annoying. Let me see here. Mesh spin. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, I'm gonna go over here for a second. I'm gonna check the script that we're using. Where is it? Startup. I think it's in operators. Nope, none of those. Pi specials. Oh, yeah, okay, so we got the spin here. Tool set by name. No, I want to do bpy.ops.mesh.spin. I want to do mesh.spin. And then I want to do dupli is true. And I want the angle to be 360. Okay, let me save that. Close this. All right, let's try to do that dupli. Okay, it's not opening it anymore. That means there's some kind of problem with this menu. So whenever there's a problem with the menu, you just bring it into your Blender. You go Alt-P, and that'll run the script. And then it says, your script failed, look in the console. So now we gotta go to Window and open up the console. And then it says tab error, which means we have to select everything, go Format, convert whitespace to tabs. Okay, now we can run it again. So now it ran, there's no error. Control-Shift-D, duplicate radial. Ah, there we go. So it's working now, but we gotta go to top view, duplicate radial. Cool. All right. But then also it needs to delete that last one. Annoying. So one way to kind of like hack or hack around this would be to make it so that it does this command and then, no, I don't want to do that. Because I could make a macro where it does the duplicate and then it deletes the last one, so we don't have doubles like that. So the problem is, oops, here. Whenever we do a duplicate, it gives us doubles. So we could tell it to also delete after, but then we wouldn't be able to edit the radial array. So now, because if we do it this way and then we press D, that lets us it lets us edit this, but we would lose that ability if we delete. Once we delete, we can no longer edit it, which is pretty annoying. So I don't know of a good way to get around this. But I think I'll keep this going. Here, I'll copy this. Paste it, save it. Alright, so now go to top view, duplicate, and then D. Alright, that's good. Alright, cool. How do you apply or complete the radial dupe? Now everything I click on has the radial. Yeah, I guess you have to click off of it. Let me see. So the normal way would be to do this, and then you'd have to click off of it to a different tool like cursor or select box, which is kind of weird. Oleg wants to see the car. Here's the car. I'm probably gonna work on this later, but it's kind of a 240Z future one, but anyway. Alright, let's do another one of these. One more. Where is my... I think, where was it again? Dropbox, let's do another, maybe there's another skull in here somewhere. So this is the reference folder that we usually use for, just for studies and stuff in the mornings. And a lot of bones and things, Furbies. You know, usual. Here, I'll try this one. Actually, I think we drew that already. Or I drew it. Well, I'll go for it again. I haven't drawn this in Blender yet. And I like that you kind of have an infinite canvas here. I'm gonna do this like derpy style. Maybe mirror would be good for this one. No, actually, I like how it's kind of asymmetrical. So this is I think this is like a juvenile skull. And it has all the baby teeth in it too, which is kind of morbid, but it's pretty interesting to draw though. I don't know if seems like drawing is a lot less well, it seems like modeling is better for the stream in terms of people staying around to watch and talk and stuff, and then drawing, I don't know. I guess drawing is just quieter. Maybe. Not sure. These dogs are really annoying, huh? Yeah, drawing is too slow, maybe. Tell that to Bob Ross. But Bob Ross is pretty flashy when he's painting. And Jess likes the drawing. Thanks, Jess. Happy little teeth, right? But man, Bob Ross is like, I feel like his art is almost geared towards TV, you know? He's doing them super fast. And he's just getting all the colors on there and all those big flashy shapes and things. Actually, Ross Tran has been doing a lot of YouTube drawing, and he's got a pretty big audience for that stuff too. So I guess my argument is moot. Damn dog sabotaging my stream. I love this connected option. Just individual lines. That's so cool. I feel like I would have been more careful if I was doing an actual pen and paper drawing. But since I'm in Blender, I know I can change this stuff. And I'm being a little more sloppy. Maybe. Oops. Let's go back here. Oh yeah, let's put the bone in there too. That's pretty satisfying. I wonder if you could erase the bone too. Maybe not. Let's see. More pencil. So I'm just like looking for those really, really dark shadows, and then I'll kind of leave everything else alone for now, because I got my dark pencil. This is going to be all my strongest shadows. Maybe in here, pretty dark. Okay, and then in here. I might put some shadows too. Let's see. Shading. Oops, I did that on the wrong layer. Hey, Johan. Alright, Catalin wants to see UVs. Man, I hate UVs so much. UVs are the worst. That's why I avoid them at all costs. And then over here, oops. What would Christy K do? I don't think she'd be drawing an infant skull. Let's see, drawing, okay. I'm gonna try to move this stuff over a little bit. Using my handy dandy liquify. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, pencil, drawing. I almost feel like, maybe not. Well, if you have these materials, can you reorder them to show up in front of each other? You know what I mean? Like if I want, what if I want to put everything on one layer, like the skull layer, but then I want pencils on top, and then the shadows, and then the bone? Like if there was a way to do that, I don't know, maybe asking too much. Let's see, shading. So here I'm putting in all the middle shadows that I can find. So things that are darker but not black. And these are actually the hardest shadows to find, actually, I think, because they're a little bit, it's easy to miss them because there's all these dark, really, really dark shadows around them. So by comparison, they can almost be invisible sometimes, but you have to just search them. All right, back to the pencil, back to the drawing. A little more dark in here. All right, why isn't my drawing on top? There it is. Yeah, the arrows move the layers up and down, and they move the materials up and down, but it seems like it doesn't really matter where your material is. the layer matters, but then the material doesn't matter. But I feel like it would be cool if it did matter. Maybe it does matter, I'm just not doing it correctly. I'm probably not doing it right. And I can't wait till they get rid of this mouse cursor thing right here. It's kind of distracting. Okay, I missed a lot of this shadow in here. And I think we could go over this whole thing with a little bit of white. So if we get another bone, let's see, how does it work again? We gotta go here, select the bone, make a new version of it, make it brighter. Right? There it is. Just look for all the white spots. I want this one on shading. So it can be underneath the drawing here. I think that'll be better. But then I do want these ones to be on top, like highlights. And this lasso tool is great for teeth. Well, I'm trying to figure that out too, Alec. Trying to find out if this can be useful for work. The novelty of it is pretty cool. I like that we can sort of design with it, or you can just do a sketch over of your 3D drawing or your 3D model with this stuff. You can plan out cut lines and breakups and graphics and stuff with this, because it can draw onto a 3D surface. But there's also nice little novelty stuff, like we can do noise here, and then it jiggles around a little bit. That's kind of cool. And then we have, what was it, build? So this is why I'm doing it. I just want to see that build, that build modifier. I think that's so cool. Oh yeah, we have effects like this. Is this one? Colorize. Ooh, cool. That's pretty cool. Custom. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know build modifiers for 3D too. To draw onto a 3D model, you just go up here and where is it? Surface. And then you can draw onto other stuff. I guess we should run through that too. First, let me get rid of all this extra crap here. Ooh. All right. Save that. Let me open up the Z car here. So if we had a grease pencil object here, we gotta change this to surface, and then now it's hard to see, but it's on there. We go to wireframe. Maybe that's better. Like, maybe we could plan out the graphics here and use the sketch as a reference. Get rid of all this crap over here. Oops. Draw pencil. Properties. What the heck? Why is this upside down? Okay. Properties. There we go. Let's see. We want a mirror. And we want to get rid of this. Probably. Yeah. Solid. Stroke. Here we go. I want no strength. I just want dark lines here. Nope. See, we could go like that. We could figure out this headlight here. Maybe this would be better on a smooth mesh. So I'll put smooth on it. Ooh, that's not good. Wait, where did it go? Smooth goes before. Whatever. Anyway, that's the idea. I guess we could go through and trace the whole car and try to make first you need to be able to draw. But I mean, this is kind of backwards way. At this point we already have the model, so maybe I would just use it for graphics and stuff. And cut lines. Z cars always have these interesting cutouts in the hood. Little louvers. Maybe these things could be moved down a bit. Like that. And then you gotta have the Z emblem right there. Maybe shoulder line. Yeah, this is a bit pointless because the car is already done. Or not done, but blocked out. Hey Charlie, this is just a model, a blockout of a car that I did. But we're seeing if we can use the grease pencil to do graphic designs on it. Figure out the windows and the headlights and stuff like that. I feel like that's an area where this could work. I wish that you could see without this like silly hatching line on it. Let me see if I can adjust that. No. I guess not. So I want to be able to see through the model. No. Huh. Well, I guess this is as as good as it will get for, I mean, we could hide this model. Oh, okay, Blender version manager. Yeah, I saw that. So, but my question is there any difference between that and this one? This is the one I've been using, and it's pretty good. The Overmind Studios Blender Updater or whatever. You just check which version you need, and then you get it. The nice thing about this one is it keeps your scripts intact, so you can update without ruining your setup. Good for doors, definitely. This might be difficult to get into. I think this line would have to be more. Oh shoot, I did it on the wrong side. Can you explain what is color in viewport display of object data? What is color in viewport display of object data? I don't understand. What is color? All right, now I feel like this. Oh shit. Let me see if we have that. Whew. Woo! Thank you, autosave. Oh, did it again. I'm good at this. Okay, what is the crash here? We have a, let me save over here. We have a grease pencil drawing. We are clicking onto the mesh underneath it, and as soon as we try to edit the mesh, it dies. Huh. Maybe I can report this one if I figure that out. This UI you can get by searching Blender, oh wait, what is it? Heavy Poly 2.8 install. There's a video on YouTube with how to get this stuff. Heavy Poly 2.8 install. Actually, it's linked in the description here. You can find it there. Okay, well, let's see about maybe wheels. Can you do, okay, if we made a new grease pencil object, just for the wheels. I wonder if we can duplicate the wheel. This would probably be better to do with a circle in Blender, but it's okay. Damn it. Yeah, this would be better to do just normally with real geometry, but it's okay. Yeah, you know, I tried the circle shape, but oh, actually it looks better today. Well, okay, I think they fixed it, but yesterday it was getting some flat spots on it for some reason. But yeah, that's better. Damn it. Okay, why is it moving? Tell me why it's moving this if only these are selected. Oh man, this is so confusing. So this just feels like regular modeling. That's nice. Nice and easy. How do I get the strokes to highlight? I'm not sure. Let's see. Is it in here somewhere? Ah, here it is. Vertex opacity. Can you edit a stroke's weight? Like, can I tell all of these to be less bold? There we go. Okay. See, I don't get what's the point of that, because when we are in, okay, I have everything selected, but if we're in draw mode, it doesn't let us duplicate. It lets us move, but not to duplicate. And it lets us rotate and scale. We have to be in, and even in sculpt mode, you can see it, but you can't duplicate it. If I do Shift D, it's not duplicate. But in edit mode, we can. So that's a bit strange. All right, let's put a mirror on this one. Oops. Why is it mirroring there? Okay. Alright, what if we put this on 0? Now we're going to edit mode. I'm going to move this over. There we go. So it's going to mirror around the center of the grease pencil object. Hi Frank. Son loves your work. He's 11 and wants to become a car designer. That's pretty cool. Hello. Yeah. Does he like Datsuns? Oh no. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not a real car designer though. I went to car design school, but I never became an actual car designer. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Hello. Does your son draw a lot? Oops. Okay. Good night then. Oops. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. It's a nice early. It's nice to know what you want to do early on like that. That's pretty cool. I mean, the grease pencil stuff is cool, but then I keep finding myself like creeping back to the regular way of doing things. Like we could trace this line by just turning on snapping here and then hit E. We have a lot of control here actually. But it is nice to draw. Damn, I'm like just flipping back and forth. I don't know. Because that kind of line, you don't naturally do that with 3D. It's kind of more of a drawing line. Yeah, I feel like you'll make more, or you have, the drawing is really nice. It's just that it's so hard to control it here. And it's just feels clunky. That's no good. I don't know. Is that good? Not sure. Super thin rear window. Useless rear window like the Jaguars. Let's see what the 240Z actually has here. The rear window is pretty straight, and it's kind of useful. It's a big window. I kind of like that straightforward window versus like the new Jaguars and the, which to me is the closest thing to this one right now. Oh, actually that's kind of it's bigger than I thought it was. No, it's so narrow though. Super narrow. I guess this one's pretty narrow too. This is the Jaguar right here. It's cool that we can just test out different ideas very quickly like that. Get rid of them if we don't like it. Maybe it's one of these. Could be cool if these vents kind of stick through the whole thing. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, Charlie, yeah, we could go inside here. Let's see. go inside the car. We could change the field of view so we can see more stuff. Yeah, maybe we could draw in here. Oops. Switch this to 3D cursor. I'm trying to place the 3D cursor inside the car. Why is it doing that? Ooh. This kind of thing is so much easier to do. With regular geometry, but it looks so much cooler with grease pencil. Oh man, oy oy oy. Yeah, it would. There's that guy working on it. We took a look yesterday on the stream, but let me bring it up again in case any of you here are new and didn't see it yesterday. VR Blender. Where is he? I don't think it's this guy.
Hello and welcome to another.
No, it's not that guy. VR Blender. Here it is. MARUI. This was posted not very long ago. So check them out, give them a like or whatever, because I feel like this thing needs to get as much attention as possible to make it happen. Is the grease pencil thing new? No, I think it's been around for a couple years. It's just that I was always too scared to try it, but now I'm just playing around with it. Can we convert these into curves? Yeah, you can. I think you can convert them. Although I tried to do it. I remember that you could convert them in the older version of Blender, but in this version, I don't think they've added that in yet. I tried to do it the other day and it wasn't working. The option is there though. Like you can see where is it? Strokes? No. Edit. Save this. Strokes. Convert to geometry. And I don't think it did. Did it? I don't think there's anything here. Oh, it did convert it. Never mind. The option is here. But it kind of looks bad. So let me see if maybe there's some options here for us. Interpolate? No. Convert to Bezier curve. Okay. There it is. Pretty janky. This might need some simplification. Let's try the other option. Convert to polygon. Huh. We need a way to simplify it, but honestly it might be easier to just, create this with regular polygons. Can you turn off the mirror command? Yes, you can. Yvonne, will you make a summary footage about your adjustments for grease pencil? I think you showed the day before. I didn't really do anything. The only thing I've added is this to our regular select pie. So control space. It just means we can switch from regular meshes to grease pencil, and then draw, sculpt, and edit are all on this control space menu. But that's it. It's the only change. Let's see. There is a VR viewport, and Delay coded it. Cool. Is that built in already? Can we access that right here, Zen? And Charlie says it was probably Blender I was using at the VR store. It looks just like the video you showed. Oh, cool. Could be. Overlord says you can select your stroke point and simplify in the stroke menu. Okay, so how do we do that? We select our stroke point, simplify, fixed. Ooh, very nice. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna grab everything. Strokes, simplify, adaptive. Oh, nice. Okay, that's a good start. Simplify, fixed. So that just deletes every other one, I'm guessing. Cool. That works. This stuff here, though, I feel like I need to... It would be great to use the controller here to draw in these lines. The VR controller, so you could like actually get in there and draw your headlights and then get out really quickly, because right now it's like you have to go do all these different steps and you have to place the 3D cursor and then you gotta go in the right view and then it's gonna be off, excuse me. Guess you could do it like this too. I feel like I would want... It's just so hard to place the thing. Oh, that's close actually. Hi, Alex. Alright, Zen says it's on GitHub for you guys that want to try out the VR stuff. I guess you just search VR viewport Blender. Delay. I'm going to look that up actually. The stream has been pretty informative lately, finding out new stuff every time people bring up cool things. Let's see, Delay VR viewport. Blender VR viewport in room scale. Is this the one? I don't see Delay there though. Let's see here. And this is 2 years ago.
Thanks to Delay Palinto's viewport add-on.
I'm no developer.
Well, that's quite nice. Room scale tracking's working.
Get the package version. Cool. Alright. And yes, I drink coffee, Ramon, every day. But my dentist tells me I need to be sure to rinse with water afterwards, otherwise your teeth will become brown. And yeah, this timer is useless. I'm going to close this. Thanks for reminding me. It's horrible.
I'll post the GitHub details. I'll post that on.
Okay. For me though, the more powerful thing in VR is always the controllers. Like, I don't really care about being able to move my head around. I just want to be able to have like a 3D controller that I can move stuff around three-dimensionally. Where are we? Let me look for the Delay VR viewport. Maybe this one's better. Cycles with...
Hi there, it's Delay Palinto here. And first of all,
With,
I'd like to
Oculus.
apologize, this video is going to have a lot of flickering. Virtual reality add-on and
Ooh.
Blender as part of our activities at Visgraph. IMPA, the lab I'm here now. So basically, sorry about the flickering.
This is also 2 years ago.
What they have here is a lot of is a way to explore the shaded mode. It works. So this way you can explore your whole scene.
It's interesting. It's kind of tough to see.
The device. Because if I just move the device.
It's cool though. Man, that looks so good. Just need to...
Or need to go through pretty experimental. Basically that's what it requires, and a branch for the add-on. So what you see here, so I'm moving, I'm
Yeah, this is going to be so
output.
nice with EEVEE.
Okay.
I'm sure they're thinking about it.
But I have
They've got to be thinking about this stuff.
But take this as a concept, okay? The more, the longer you wait, the more defined you get your view from the Oculus. And that's pretty much about it.
And then here it is if you guys want this. I don't really know how to... Alright. Take a look at Gravity Sketch. Yeah, I've seen Gravity Sketch. It looks really cool. For you guys who haven't seen it, let's see. VR. This seems to be a really good one for cars, actually. I know a couple of car designers are using this stuff already. Yeah, that's really nice. That's all we need. Controllers. Yeah, that's really nice. You're sketching some kind of curves.
Alright, welcome YouTube. So portions you want to create with this vehicle kind of planar. This way you can move them in space. If you left planar on,
it's really nice.
Move on this vertical plane there. So we'll just do that.
So it looks like when he draws a curve here, it comes out, but then it's automatically becomes simplified into a very simple curve, like with only a couple control points.
This, I'll actually just move this lower one here.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then I'm going to actually go a little bit more inboard. I think I want a nice big shoulder through here, so I'll make the DLL quite skinny. And then I'm just going to tip it over.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And then when I edit it, turn off planar. Right now that's
wow.
pretty good.
So Johan, so you're using Gravity Sketch, and you can, like, you could get this curve and reinterpret it with a different number of control points at any point, or at any time. Yeah, this stuff seems like pretty optimized for design and actually drawing in 3D. Whereas Grease Pencil seems more like a 2D tool that people are trying to use as 3D. This is really nice though.
That's actually...
Alright, well, I hope Grease Pencil can get to that. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Grease Pencil. It could be just regular curves, because we have the curves already. We just need to be able to control them with those the Oculus controllers, or whatever 3D controllers that they have. I mean, this is actually good enough, and I wish we need to turn off this normals. Who the hell wants normals on their curves by default? So this is another way of working in 3D. I think this actually might be better. But this is kind of like more traditional car design workflow. They just build out the whole car with NURBS curves or some kind of curve, and then they'll try to fill in the surfaces after, which is like the opposite of what a polygon modeler would do. But it's an interesting way of designing, because it's like a 3D sketch. Maybe if we made the Grease Pencil a bit lighter. But then the curves here, I wish there was a way to render the curves in the viewport so they look like they have some volume. How does it go? Well, actually, no, there is a way, right? Offset. Extrude. 0.0001. 0.001. Is it there? No, it's there. Okay, we got that. That's good. It's pretty handy. You know what? Maybe the handles, we don't need to see the handles either. I think this is a little bit nicer. But what if we want to, shoot, put a mirror on it? Does that work? Nope. Okay, we could go like that. That makes something a little more visible. Yeah, I guess it's not as, still not as nice as drawing. Yeah, it's kind of wrestling with it. What about just a regular curve? Okay, so we've got this type of curve. I kind of almost forgot about it. Just a regular path curve, and you can draw this curve, and it interpolates it into something much cleaner than what a grease pencil would give you. So this is nice. And then we can edit this afterwards also. That's very good. You can definitely design stuff like that. And I like that we can move these around and modify them. So there's that. Extrude. All right, that's another way to do it. What about NURBS curve? So NURBS is the one that car designers use, but it's a pain in the ass. It's kind of confusing because the curve is doing something different from what your points are doing. I mean, it's just another way of thinking, I guess. It's a little bit weird, but Can you draw with NURBS? You can draw with NURBS. Wait, but then this is a path curve, right? It's not a NURBS curve. Could make these stick to the surface too. think we can. Nope, maybe not. All right, guys. Well, I'm a little bit hungry right now, so I need to go. But thanks for coming in. It's been fun to kind of explore with you guys, and I think we're still finding out new stuff every day. At least I am. Maybe you guys already know, or you might be more advanced in this grease pencil business, but it's pretty fun. There's definitely room for improvement, but it's fun to just play around with it. Okay, see you guys next time.